beautiful Bay Area, the site for today's huge Game 6, the Warriors and the Kings here in downtown San Francisco. A packed house at the Chase Center to see if the Warriors can win and advance and keep all the locals happy. Or can the Kings emerge with a victory and force a Game 7 back in their raucous home arena? Two enormous games, Golden State and the Lakers both looking to clinch their series, but Sacramento and Memphis hoping to force a Game 7 that would be both on their home floors. As we welcome you to NBA Courtside. Good evening, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand, Lisa Salk. For many of these Sacramento Kings, it's the biggest game of their careers. Facing elimination on the road against the defending champs, looking to force a Game 7. For Golden State, another chance to show that championship medal, win and advance, and keep alive their quest for another title.
Sabonis has been dominant to start the game.
Tonight's moment to celebrate brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. This great trio, 22-2, looking to win their 23rd playoff series. The very first playoff game they won together was April 23rd, 2013. That's just over 10 years ago. Mark Jackson was the coach of the Warriors. Of course, those three were young players with a... And Mike Brown wants a timeout. 3:19 left, first quarter. Sacramento up one. Another enormous Game 6 coming up. Grizzlies and Lakers from LA. Lakers lead the series 3-2. LeBron James already out at the Crypto.com arena warming up. Meanwhile, let's listen to the coaches mic'd up. That one off the mark, and that will end the first. A little sloppy at times, but it's a 2-point game after the first quarter of Game 6. Ball by Steve Kerr. There have been some sloppy turnovers and some wild shots by Pools. Now 0 for 6.
Oh, it has certainly worked, inserting Trey Lyles in those minutes. Great job of shooting the basketball on the perimeter, filling the lane, and attacking the rim.
Comfortable with the ball. His turnovers are high. He's got 4 already, but a lot of mishandles. He's only taken 3 shots. He's 2 for 3. But I admire him from playing through what's a difficult injury and doing it without excuse. You see so many guys not want to put it on the line when they're not feeling their best. I admire De'Aaron Fox.
Opposite hand, to tip it.
Oh, wow. And again, there's a lot of calls that are hard. You can't miss this.
The ball is still down on the floor as the timeout is called. He took a shot. It's been a tough physical series for Sabonis. Being helped up with 4:56 remaining here in the first half.
The rest of the way.
All right, Lisa, he's had a sensational season playing with that broken finger on his shooting hand. His team trying to force a Game 7 back home. 2 quarters complete here in Game 6. It's the Kings with a 7-point lead. NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. First round brought to you by Starry. Halftime of Game 6. Kings trying to stay alive and force a Game 7. They lead by 7 as we're about to start the third quarter. Let's listen to Steve Kerr in a huddle before half. It's 10 rebounds, and he forces Steve Kerr to call timeout.
The transition defense after made baskets is just not good enough here. The easy play to Murray for the...
Tonight's playoff tracker brought to you by Capital One. It has been an unbelievable first round of the NBA playoffs. Denver, quick work. Minnesota, Phoenix, getting past the Clippers, all banged up. And these last two have been magnificent series. 2 Game 6s tonight here in San Francisco. Our next game coming up from Los Angeles. Can Memphis And Sacramento force a Game 7 on their home floor. In ABC, we'll have an NBA playoff doubleheader. 1 Eastern Conference semifinal. Knicks and the Heat from Madison Square Garden. Then at 3:30, it's either going to be a Game 7 or a Game 1 from the West. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 12:30. The Sacramento Kings trying to keep their season alive here on the road. A 10-point lead as we head to the fourth. And here comes a double team. Strips, good pass from Herter. Knocks it out of bounds. 3.9 to shoot. And we're going to have a timeout. Sacramento, minutes away from a Game 7.
NBA First Round on ESPN is presented by...
There's another Game 6 coming up from LA. LeBron James and the Lakers looking to eliminate the Memphis Grizzlies. That's next on ESPN. Here in San Francisco, the Golden State Warriors got some work to do. Down by 12. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Malik Monk. Another exquisite game. De'Aaron Fox playing with that broken finger has been brilliant again. Steph Curry's come alive here in the fourth. But Golden State still down a dozen. Malik Monk, a brilliant performance off the bench with 28.
He has just been so good in so many different areas, but a beautiful finish with his left.
Lisa, we're watching the blossoming of a young star. 25-year-old De'Aaron Fox. A special season for what has become a special team in Sacramento. And they've got one more game to play. And that will be Sunday. We'll see what happens next on ESPN. Lakers and Grizzlies. Can Memphis force a Game 7 with a road win tonight? Final score, the Kings 118, the Warriors 99. This series is all tied at 3 games apiece. For our producer Rodney Vaughn, director Mike Schwab, our wonderful ESPN crew. Of course, for Mark, Jeff, and Lisa, Mike Green saying thanks so much for watching right now. Let's go to Los Angeles, Grizzlies and Lakers. We go to Mark Jones, Doris Burke, and Cassidy Hubbard.